This is Nikisha, and I'm here with an all tea, all shade Atlanta season 1, episode 1 review. So, Atlanta premiered tonight on the FX network. If you don't know, if you haven't heard about it, it is Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino's television show that he created and wrote and executive produced. I've been waiting on this show for a year. When I heard about it, I was so excited about it because it's unlike anything that we've ever had on television before. And FX is really a network that is really blossoming and coming into its own. It reminds me of like a 2016 Fox. It has a lot of great content on there. I also like to watch You're the Worst, which comes on FX network. So tonight they had an hour premiere with 2 episodes. It's normally a 30-minute episode per week, but today they combined episode 1 and 2 together. I'm just gonna review episode 1, although I love the full hour. So we start off the first episode with like a prequel to what happens later on in the episode. So we start off with Donald Glover's character Ernest, aka Earn. He's in the parking lot of a liquor store with his cousin Paperboy and Paperboy's partner Darius. So Paperboy is arguing with this dude. We really don't know what happened or why it's all happening. And as they're arguing back and forth, Paperboy pulls out a gun on the guy that he's arguing with. And his friend Darius is having a deja vu moment. He saw all this happen before. So the guy's like, shit, what's up? He pull up his shirt, reveals that he has a strap as well. And Donald Glover also has a gun as well. He has a gun as well. So dude is like, what's up? What you gonna do? Because I'm not afraid to die. And then next thing you know, we see an overhead shot of a gun going off and someone being shot. And then we go into the episode. So Ernest in the bed, lying in the bed early in the morning, listening to music in his earphones while his girl is next to him asleep. But she can hear the noise from the earphones. So she wakes up and she asks him, like, why are you up this early? Because, nigga, I got to be to work in a minute. So he's like, I had a wet dream. And she asks him, what was the wet dream about? And he tells her it was about this fat chick. And they laughing and shit about it, and then they start making out. And as they're making out about to fuck, she asks him, she was like, tell me you love me. And he like look at her like, now is not the time, bitch. I'm just trying to put something up in you real quick. And she was like, why are you looking at me like that? He was like, because you asked me to say that to you every time we fuck. You already know I love you. Like, what the fuck? So she gets mad. She immediately gets mad because he doesn't, really want to tell her he loves her, although it's obvious that he does. So she gets up, she starts getting ready for the day because she's a school teacher. She has a really nice house and they have a daughter with each other that looks like she could be no older than a year old, if that. So he's in the baby's room playing with the baby and everything. And his baby mama reminds him that he has to watch her because she has parent-teacher conferences that day. He's like, well, what time you gonna get home? And she's like, 11 o'clock. He's like, that's mighty late for you to be coming in on some damn parent-teacher conference. What you about to take them to Magic City? Like, what the fuck is going on? And so she's like, nope, I got a date. And by the way, since you about to be staying up in here, I'm gonna need some coins on this fucking rent. So he feeling some type of way about her going out on a date with somebody. But shit, mama gotta have a life too. So Ern is at work at the airport. This is so depicted of real life with black men. So my ex used to work at the airport. We was in our 20s. But anyway, so he's at work. He can't concentrate because he's tripping off his baby mama going on a date with somebody else. And so he tells his partner that he works with, old boy that used to play on the VH1 show, Single Ladies or whatever. I always thought it was really cute and I always wanted to use him if I have one of my books turned into a movie or whatever. So he tells his partner at work that, he's broke. He won't be able to give her rent money by the end of the night like she won't. And he just don't really know what the fuck to do. He's feeling some type of way about her going on a date with somebody else. So his co-worker is like, fuck what you talking about. Let me show you this new viral video that's going crazy. This new rapper named Paperboy. He was like, I ain't really been on the music scene like that. Who is Paperboy? So dude shows him the video and come to find out Paperboy is his cousin that lives in Atlanta. And dude was like, you don't know him. He's like, yes, I do. That's my cousin. He's like, well, shit, nigga, you better get on this because he's about to be the next big thing. So Ern goes over to his parents' house and he just looks like a 5-year-old boy. He literally is the depiction of baby boy, a young black man out here in the world aimlessly with nothing but dick and a smile. So he's wearing a little plaid short and backpack on his back and everything. So His daddy opened the door, holding the door open, but has not allowed him to step foot in the house. Daddy like, hey, how you doing, son? Like, what do you want? And he's like, hey, dad. Hi, mom. Like, are y'all motherfuckers gonna let me up in this bitch? And daddy looking like, no, because every time I let you up in here, you sucking some coins about my pocket. No, sir, you're not stepping foot across this threshold, youngin. I love you, but no. So, Ern asked his mom to go pick up the baby for him later because he has a job and that his baby mama's going on a date. So mom is like, good for your baby mama. I'm so happy for her. He looking at her like, bitch, I'm your goddamn son. Why you taking up for her? You should be caring about my feelings. But like I said, mom got to have a life too. And mamas know how they fucking sons be out here acting. So Ernest asks for Albert, who I'm assuming is, who asks for Albert, who is Paperboy's which is Paperboy's real name. So his dad is like, he's not here. He is over in the Glenwood apartments. So then we see Ern, and he's knocking on the door in the projects, basically. And Paperboy answers the door with a gun pointed to Ern's head, because you know he in the hood. You just can't be walking up in people's houses knocking like you a fucking Jehovah's Witness. So he was like, can you please get the gun up out my face? Like, it's not that deep. So Paperboy invites him in. And he knows why Ernest is there. He knows that he's only there because he's heard of his rap persona, Paperboy, and that he's about to be the next big thing. So Ernest confirms to him that he does not want a handout, but he wants to manage him. And we learn at this point that Ernest went to Princeton, but we don't know why he's not at Princeton anymore. So it's 4 p.m. Their alarm goes off, and Darius and Paperboy have to go outside for a smoke break on an abandoned couch in the middle of the projects. Like, this is the ghettoest shit ever, but I'm here for it. So they sitting out there talking about whether or not Ernest is going to manage him, but Paperboy ain't really feeling it because he hasn't heard from Ernest since his mama died and Ernest came to his funeral. So basically, it's how it is with most motherfuckers. When you start getting on, people start seeing you about to be the next big thing. They want to start coming around being on some leeching type shit to help further their situation. But when you ain't have shit, they ain't have nothing for you. So Ernest goes to the radio station to talk to this white boy that he knows that works there named Dave. He's trying to get Paperboy's song placed on the radio. So the dude Dave gets to telling Ernest about this Flow Rider story that happened at this party the night before. He used the N-word. He's like, I told that nigga not to play it. And Ernest is looking at him like, did he really just drop the N-bomb in front of me? And yes, he did. He repeats it and says it again. So Ernest asks him to get the record played, but dude says he can't do it unless Ernest gives him $500 to pass along to KP, who is the radio DJ at the radio station. So Ernest ain't got it, and so dude's like, I can't help you unless you give me that 500. So as the white boy goes into the building, Ernest spots this black janitor. He asks the janitor, has he ever said the N-word around you? And the dude was like, fuck no, he never said that shit around me, because I slapped the white off that motherfucker. So now Ernest knows that he feels comfortable saying that shit around him, because I guess he looks at Ernest like he one of them black dudes that, you know, is whack enough to let you say the N-word around him. I don't know. Or maybe it's because Ernest made him feel comfortable enough to use it. He didn't check him in the first place. So Paperboy goes to talk to Ernest's dad about him managing him. But Paperboy tells his uncle that he don't really trust Ernest like that. And Ernest's daddy's like, shit, I 100% understand why you feel the way that you do. So Paperboy asks his uncle about Princeton and why Ernest isn't there anymore. And his father's like, I don't know. He hasn't told me. You know how he keeps shit close to the chest. So as we're seeing them talking, we then switch to Ernest, who goes and gets $500 out of a shoebox and then takes it back to the radio station to get his cousin's song played on the radio. So I'm like, instead of paying your baby mama rent money, you got your cousin song played on the radio. Smart thinking. No, not at all. But that's what niggas do dumb shit, but whatever. So his dad tells Paperboy that when Ernest wants to do something, he'll do it, but on his own terms. So Ernest is on the bus with his daughter, taking his daughter to his mama's house, when this Muslim man just comes and starts talking to him because he sees that Ernest is stressed out. So Ernest tells him that he just feels like he keep on losing, he can't get shit right in his life. And the Muslim man gives him drops some real knowledge, drops some Jews on him. But Ernest ain't feeling what the fuck he's saying. So as they're talking, the Muslim man is on the bus making a fucking Nutella sandwich on some white bread. The craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. So the Muslim dude's like, take a bite. And Ernest's like, excuse you? No, sir, you might have salmonella. I don't know you. No, nigga, I ain't Tariq for power. No. So dude was like, eat the fucking sandwich. And next thing you know, we see a police car with the sirens going on bypass the bus. The bus stops, and then the Muslim man gets off the bus and starts walking in like the woods with this dog trailing behind him. It's the weirdest shit ever. Ernest don't know what the fuck is going on. He's a little bit weirded out. He's just making sure his baby is okay. So as he takes out his phone to text his baby mama to tell his baby mama that he loves her and that asks can they talk later, his phone rings and his paperboy telling him, hey, the song is on the motherfucking radio. I see what you did. Come down here, come holler at us. So Paperboy, so Ernest goes and drops his baby off, and then he goes down to the liquor store. We're back to the beginning of the episode that we saw, the prequel. And so he goes and gets in the car with Paperboy and Darius. The white boy, Dave, meets him on the lot and was like, KP is mad that you slipped in the station without us knowing or whatever. Dude was like, whatever, I had a hookup in there. At least he got the money. We got the record on the radio. So he tells the dude, Dave, retell that Flow Rider story you told me earlier, because he wants to see when he dropped the N-bomb in front of his cousins. Of course, Dave does not do it. And he's looking at him like, so this motherfucker really trying me. He's really trying me. So we know later on this season that damn Dave motherfucker gonna get his ass beat for saying the N-word around black folks and just saying the N-word, period. So Paperboy then spots this cute girl out the window. He's like, hey, yo, what up, mama? And the girl disses him or whatever. So he's like, shit, fuck you too, you little skank ass bitch. And then next thing you know, this black boy walks up and just kicks his fucking mirror off the side of his car. And he looking like, what the fuck is going on? So Ernest hurries up and grabs him and says, don't fuck up the money, like do not react. But Paperboy is like, fuck that. So he jumps out the car and then with his gun, and next thing you know, we see Ernest go in the glove compartment, grab a gun and chase after him. And then that's how we see how everything happened in the beginning of the episode. So then we see Ernest's mama drop off the baby to his baby mama. And as the baby mama's going to go take a shower, she hears on the news how Paperboy and Ernest got locked up for a shooting. And then the episode goes off. And I was just like, love the first episode. It was just so in depth. It was so just depicted of just black urban neighborhoods. Atlanta could have very well been St. Louis, Chicago, LA, anywhere else where there are underprivileged neighborhoods, and just seeing how black people are here struggling and making poor decisions, some trying to just make it. It was just the perfect depiction of where we're at right now as far as certain black people, because I'm not saying this is a depiction of all black people, but certain people, a lot of these characters on this show, I know myself, have been myself, family members or whatever. This is just a great show. It's funny, it's dark, it's very creative, it's very on point right now. It's dealing with so many different subject matters. Donald Glover is just a magnificent human being. This boy can rap, he can write, he's a comedian, he can act. I mean, what can this guy do? He's a triple threat. It's just so good to see a television show being written, produced, directed, and acted by a black man. If you have not watched Atlanta on FX Network, you must. It's must-see television every Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. It's a great show. I love it. The first 2 episodes were lit. You get to find out in episode 2 more about what happened in episode 1. It was great. Go on Twitter and hashtag AtlantaFX to see all of the tweets about the show. It's phenomenal. I can't say enough about it. Kudos to Donald Glover and everyone else that worked on this show. And kudos to FX for continuing to put really good television on their network. I pray in the future I work with the network, because they're just up and coming and I love it. So check out Atlanta on FX and let me know down below if you want me to continue to do reviews on the show weekly. I love you all and have a great week. Bye.